Tell them run it up. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up. Flex. Thumb down now. Check. No drip this. Wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turn to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. Y'all gon' make me take that trip way out to Europe. I call up Nigeria, come through in a hurry. Those London boys don't come to play, you should get worried. One false move, find yourself there getting buried. Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games. Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change. I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check. No drip this, wet. Tell them run it up. No sleep, no rest. Might crash, might wreck. But first I stretch. Tell them run it up. It's only 8 a.m. I don't do it for the ground. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020, reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. Wrote inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundromat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Yeah, new Jeep, no doors with it. No, I won't stop now. Who you kidding? Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma send it. I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope everyone is well. Welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Hope all is good. Let me see how all systems go. You guys know the drill. Let's have a look here. We look good here. We look good. Hope everyone is good here. Hope we're all well. Zoom chat, YouTube chat, you name it. Let's get into it. So let's have a look at news here. Start off for the week here. See what we got going on. Today's going to be Tuesday. Yesterday was bank holiday here. Pretty clean. A bit of consumer confidence for USD. A little bit later on. Core CPI came out. I want to see what that came out as. Let's see what that came out as. Let's see. 1.8. Damn. So this is actually a problem. This is actually a problem for Bank of Japan, as their CPI keeps coming back lower. Again, remember, the rest of the world, CPI coming back lower is good, but in Japan, it's actually not a good thing. It's not a good thing when CPI comes back lower. Reason is that basically they have a de-inflation problem, right? So they don't have enough inflation. Can't hear me? What do you mean you can't hear me? You can't hear me. Yeah, it's just you. So they have a de-inflation problem. So that means that inflation is going down, right? So so they need inflation to go up, right? They need inflation to go up, and yeah, you know, this is not good that it's coming down here. This is showing that it's just, you know, they would have hoped that, you know, all of this action they've been taking is actually going to help their economy here, right? But we can see that inflation is still being a problem for them, and they actually want more inflation. So yeah, that's basically what's going on for how's that yellow though? I'm not sure why they put that yellow, man. I feel like Bank of Japan is like the only one thing that things that are yellow are more important than things that are red. I would say this is more important than Udia speaking, to be honest. You know, so yeah, that's basically it on what's going on today. Rest of the week, you know, in terms of GBP news, pretty clean. Bit of USD news as always, and that's pretty much it. So let's have a look at the charts. Obviously, crazy numbers for GJ to be comfortably sitting at 200 here. Last time we were at these levels, price really didn't like being at these levels. Immediate rejection we had, and obviously intervention, right? So the question is, can we get interventions at this level here? That really comes down to what? That's going to come down to USD JPY here. USD JPY is what's going to give us the intervention, not GJ. They don't really care about the GBP against the JPY. Yeah, they look at it, but they don't really care about it, right? What they care about is the USD, because they have one of the heaviest USD reserves here. So if we go on the 4-hour, have a look at what price is doing. As we can see, at least we pull back somewhat here. Ideally, I didn't want to see it leave 156, but as soon as we kind of get to these 157 700s, that's where I get a little bit worried. You know, that's why I get a little bit worried. A lot of articles also mentioned Euro JPY strong 170 level. Euro JPY, I would say USD JPY is going to be a lot more significant than Euro JPY. But yeah, I mean, all JPY, I mean, that's just going to be, if that means, then that means we're in intervention territory, right? Because that's where we are right now, and Euro JPY is 170. But I would expect it, you know, somewhere to retest some sort of structure or something. It makes sense, maybe 157, 157 500 or something. But definitely we're at a spot. I mean, I want to see what Jixi is doing here. Jixi is trying to push on new lows. This is where it gets a little bit worrying. We really wanted to hold these lows here and have a bounce from here. So at some point I do expect a bounce. I do expect maybe some type of you know, some type of intervention to possibly come soon here, or at least to see some weakness come in other currencies, which will of course prop up the yen and help it. But definitely, you know, can see some sort of weakness here. So looking back on GJ here, doing the analysis here, we're obviously more pointed up than down. Everything is pointed basically up. Looking at daily time frame, we have a very strong daily candle close here, nice previous wick. Looks like we want to continue bullish. 4-hour is creating a resistance here, but every time we do the same thing, we end up going up, right? Resistance created, push up. Resistance created, push up. Resistance created, push up. So it's literally repeating this uptrend here. And we can see, I mean, even if we were to bring back a line here, you can see this clear uptrend moving something like this, right? That's just for visualization purposes, but all you have to notice here is higher lows, right? So what I don't like is there's no bottom wick on this 4 hour. If there is a nipple wick, I guess it counts, right? I guess it counts. But you would want to see a stronger wick. Now, for continuation today, I want to mark this 4 hour resistance right here. Mark it something like this. Put this as 4R, just so we know where we are on the time frames. 1 hour as well is a little bit higher. 15 and 30 will be a little bit higher. Yeah, so it looks like I would say it's probably best to stay out of this range. As the range is pretty small. If we had a bigger range, it's tradable. 5 pips here is not really going to do much, especially with the limited bottom wick. Would not like to get involved somewhere here and get this. I feel if we can come back down though, we could take buys back up with fake outs back in the range, stuff like that, or even supports from down here. We could look for buys. Selling today, even, you know, we do have one bearish candle closure here. I don't think it's enough for me. Let me see for sells today. What is this? I want to mark this 1 hour support, see what this is. I guess your sells would make most sense below here, right? This is where sells would make sense. That's the only place I can really look for sells. Otherwise, I'm looking for price to respect that and for upside to make sense, because we would have to break structure at least on the 1 hour, right? We haven't broken realistically this last structure here. And I feel if we do get below that, we can. I mean, there's a 30-minute sitting right there next to it. It's tough to sell, to be honest. It's really tough to sell at the moment. I'm not too comfortable or confident in selling, because of you're trying to fight something that has failed every single time. Every single time you tried to say GJ is at a short-term top, you failed. Even here you failed. Like literally, continuation below the lows was 6 pips, like less. Let's measure it accurately. Continuation below the lows, 5 pips here. Like, it's really crap. So I don't want to be the guy who's like trying to call a top here, and then you try to take sells, and then boom, you get, you know, sent to destination fucked, which is exactly where we don't want to go today. So yeah, I need more information for sells. Otherwise, I'm looking for more bullish price action here. This 4 hour I don't really care about. I'm just going to move it all the way up to the 15 here, because I'm not trading in that range. So just to keep my charts a little bit cleaner. Moving on to gold here. Looking at weekly time frame here, how we've closed on a weekly. Obviously, weekly closing bearish back inside of the range. Looking here on daily time frame, previous daily creating a support. Remember, we talked about that bounce probably on Friday. We talked about it. I talked about the guys a little bit. Yeah, it was Friday. Actually, it was Thursday when we had those heavy sells. We talked about us coming down into these levels here, 2330s, right? So where did we reach? Yeah, basically a little bit lower. We reached 25, 50 pips lower, but that whole zone, I drew a box. My box should still be on this chart, actually. Let's see. Oh, okay, this box is a little bit lower for where this is. But the first target here of this daily support definitely was hit. Yeah. So this is the next target if we're going to fail, right? So if we fail somewhere here, that's where we can target next. But what I'm looking for here, damn, I need to clean up these charts. Yeah, I'll start. What I'm looking for here is potentially for this bounce to play a little bit more. If we start breaking daily high, we could see this even bounce high as 71 is definitely possible. 4 hour has found resistance though. We have found some sort of consolidation here. So if we're gonna fail, I would have preferred to see a strong bearish 4 hour close. That would tell me that, hey, we've retested this zone. We can look for some downside here. But this is not giving me too much information. This is just consolidation. So we need to make a resolution here. Resolution needs to be either to the upside or downside. So we need to resolve, and yeah, that's basically just what we need, is some sort of resolution. So once we can resolve, let me just go and make sure my markups are good. Okay. Yeah, most of the lines are still relevant here. There we go. Yeah, most of the stuff is still good. Yeah, I feel like we could look for buys above this range here. 1 hour closing above. This is a little bit tricky here. It's not the biggest range here. This would be quite early to buy. It is 16 pips it does give you. I just don't like how we just have this lower high. If we had straight candles to here, I won't feel too confident. As for looking for sells, breaking 4 hour low would be somewhere here. This low is here. There's a potential to sell below there. What does 30 say? What does 1 hour say? 1 hour looks okay. It's a potential, and then break even at that point. I guess sells is a potential below here. That's the only thing I'll be looking for. Yeah, I guess it's just a range resolution play today. You know, we either resolve the range towards the upside or resolve the range towards the downside. I'm not going to trade this range here. It's too messy. Similar thing on GJ. I'm not trading in this range. Also too messy. It's chop. It's pure chop. So this is where you want to stay out of. So the analysis is pretty straightforward. Just have to wait for the setups and see what's going on. And that's it. That's it. Clean and simple. Clean and simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did enjoy the analysis, appreciate everyone showing up. Welcome back. Welcome back. How much of us? 380 of us in stream here. Appreciate you all showing back. And yeah, if we can get the likes up to 200, would appreciate it. Hate to say it, but part of the game, right? You guys know the YouTube business. If you enjoyed the analysis, you can leave a like, and yeah. Hi Ari, can I ask why you use breakout rather than retest? Just curious. Sometimes retest is not needed. Retest could be just a bottom wick, right? You don't always have to wait for a retest. You can miss the move. So let's take this example here. Yesterday was actually pretty clean. Close above the range. Super clean candles here. This was a very easy, clean move here. Look at the retest you get. The retest you get is actually in a bottom wick, right? So as long as you have the bottom wick, even if it didn't retest all the way back to the support, still counts. And this is a nice clean setup, breaking the high to go test the next resistance here, right? I was looking for sells with a close below 2350. What do you think? Too early? I don't think that's enough to be at the 15-minute resistance, man. Let's say you get a close somewhere here. That's like 6 pips max, you know? And gold always likes to bounce off some stuff, right? So I rather take sells, you know, 8 pips below where you want to take sells, right? It's 8 pip difference, but it's going to give us a lot more confirmation, and at least then we have somewhat of a 28 pip range, right? Which is a lot better. 28 pip range is a lot better. Is choppy markets dangerous for scalpers? It's very simple. If choppy markets are dangerous, you don't trade the chop. It's very, very, very straightforward here, right? So if you see all of this choppiness, you just don't trade it. Just curious why you don't live stream gold when there's a bank holiday, because gold is also influenced by banks, and if a USD bank is off, I'm not going to trade it. It's just part of my rules. I've taken losses on bank holidays. Back in the day, not back in the day, but you know, 4 years ago, bank holidays used to do absolutely nothing. It's 50-50 on a bank holiday. So I'm not going to put myself in a position. And if I came on stream and I'm not trading myself, you guys are going to complain. Oh, you don't take trades. So there's no point, right? There's no point. There's no point. I want the highest probabilities when I'm taking a trade, right? And if there's something that is putting me off taking a trade due to lack of, you know, consistency during that period, uncertainty of volume, then I'm slightly gambling and just hoping for the best. You know? Wonder if GJ will just break out to fill this wick. I mean, we could just get a simple, you know, we could get a simple breakout today. Would love to see this come up here, create resistance, then close above, just so we have structure. This is straight 5 minutes. Yeah, not straight. It's not that bad. 30 close above would be nice. Hey Sharp, how was the weekend? Good man, good man. Got a lot done. Got a lot done. Thanks for asking. USD holiday gives 0 trades. I think you had an option on gold, to be honest. If I look back at yesterday's session, this is if it wasn't a USD holiday, 1000% I'm taking this. London was a little bit London was crap yesterday. There was nothing in London, but New York was fine. This position here would have been nice. break of this high. You know, you have a 40 pip range here. Actually, this 40 pip till your watch zone. Total range here, you know, to the previous daily 80 pips. Gave you 60 pips here. At least should give you a 1-to-1 even if you run big stops here below the range. 70 pips. Oh no, that's the wrong candle. Yeah, 59 pips for 68 pips. Yeah, it gives you that. Why did you set 2556 the next resistance? Target if daily close above, there's no LTA because it's our last sign of rejection, right? Look at our last sign of rejection is this wick. Actually, if we make it a little bit more accurate, it's a little bit higher, 63, 61, you can put it like that. Right, that's our last rejection wick. That's the last area we rejected. So it's obviously some sort of issues is happening around here. Right, some sort of issues was happening around here, so I want to keep an eye on it because that's our last sign of rejection, so I'm gonna consider it. Guys, leave a like. 400 people on here. Yeah, if people are enjoying the stream, they'll leave a like, no problems. I did use the move, catch the move yesterday using setup 1 was almost wicked out. I don't think you were close to being wicked out. Let's have a look. Nah, man, you have plenty of room, brother. Remember, you want to be running stop loss below the range. I mean, you could really, if you know what you're doing. Yeah, you need at least below this 5-minute candle here, to be honest. There's not even strong 5-minute structure here. If you missed the first entry, it's a nice little thunderstorm. Set alerts, thanks for analysis. See you when you start reaching there. Alright, man. Go enjoy whatever you do. What do we expect for today? You can never go into the market saying that. You can only have what do we expect if price gets here or what do we expect if price gets below there. Which smartphone do you use? iPhone. How do you check the pip size? You use a measuring tool, right? You use the measuring tool, basic stuff. Measuring tool, that's your pips there, 22. Now gold is a little bit different, right? Gold is a little bit different. That says 500, doesn't mean 500 pips. You have to divide this by 10 or times this number by 10. Hi, do you have an iPad? Yes, it's how I make my most recent videos. If you guys been watching the recent videos, definitely go check this video out. This is a very important lesson. I'm gonna pop this in chat for all of you. Right, very, very, very important lesson. But if you're watching the most recent videos, let me show you. This, I'm using an iPad now. This is drawn on an iPad to give you guys explanation. I like this way of presenting. It's very natural. It's like how I draw on the screen, you know, and then stuff like that, you know. So that's what we've been doing. That's what we've been doing. If you're busy, how do you trade? You just put an alarm? Yes, exactly. You just put an alert and then you look at the time as well, right? Because let's say now it's 9:55, right? Check my clock, right? If your alert triggers now at 9:55, don't even bother looking at the chart, because you know a candle has not closed at 9:55. You know a candle has not closed at 9:55. in terms of entry requirement. So you just wait till 10 o'clock, which is going to be the next significant candle close, especially that it'll be the hourly and everything, right? Especially it will be the hourly and everything. So that's the time frame that, you know, that's the time you can just go and check. Then you say, okay, hours close, how's it close? 1 hour close going to give us some confirmations. Yeah, it's already looking like it's going to close bullish here, creating a support. Basically, the 4 hour opened, made a very, very tiny bottom wick, and then have started pushing. I want to see how that bottom wick looks on a broker. Yeah, it's the same. Morning, just joined up thinking sales make sense of gold with resist forms below. I don't think resistance, because by the time resistance is formed, you're going to miss the sells. You know? It's not like it's a very big range like this where you can wait for support above. It's a pretty small range. So since it's small, you have to just look for literally just the close below. But I do agree with the zone for sure. But I don't think you need resistance. If you wait for resistance, then yes, it will give more confirmation, but high chance if volume's going to come in, you're going to lose the position. Right, GJ tapped the resistance here. I really want to see it. Actually, I would prefer it to pull back, to be honest. Pull back, then close above. I was just thinking, since we're in a 50-minute uptrend, that could be reaction for the next leg up. Yes, it could be, but that's why you'd wait for something closing below. I mean, you would be trading the idea that this is just going to continue pulling back a bit, right? Because if you look at this on the 1 hour, where does it make sense to pull back to? Either these wicks or this support, you know? Because it's very hard to buy, so you'd have to give yourself an opportunity, and that's the only opportunity you can give yourself. Even though it's not the highest probabilities in terms of following trend and everything, you're kind of trading something like this, you know? You're trading this type of pullback phase, but it gives you enough to take a trade. Yeah, you can just be smart with BE and then don't marry the trade, right? You don't have to marry the trade. I think 1 hour open will fly. We'll see. I need a close above that range anyways for me to take a buy here. There's no way I buy without a close, because, you know, that's just how you lose in this market, in my opinion. So either way, I'm waiting for a close. So either it closes above in 1 minute here, and then I can start looking at opportunities. I can see if we can get a 5-minute thunderstorm in the next 1 hour, or I'm waiting for the next 15 minutes. Those are my two options. iPhone 15 Pro Max or Samsung S24 Ultra, what would you prefer? Yeah, since I'm an iPhone user, I'd probably go for an iPhone, right? I also prefer the cameras on iPhones. Samsung seems to have too many filters. But I mean, if you're going for features, then obviously Samsung is going to win. They obviously have a lot more features and stuff. But that's just a personal preference, you know? To be honest, at the end of the day, you're never going to use all of the capabilities of a phone. Like, let's be honest. Like, we don't need that much speed. We don't need all of this stuff. It's just to flex. You know, it's literally, I've never used all of the capabilities of the phone. Can you look at my GU plan? What about sell option? Did you post your GU plan? All right, good. Can't see shit. Selling below here. Yeah, I would agree selling below here would be good. It's kind of your break of second structure since this forms support. I prefer that. No bottom wick on GJ? Yeah, no bottom wick, no close above. There's nothing going on, right? Nothing that give you, even if this flew, you would want a bottom wick, especially on the 1 hour. Especially on the 1 hour. Hey bro, good to see you, man. No trades yesterday, working hard on consistency, discipline. Tried joining the exclusive. We'll talk to the bank again later. Yeah, what's going on, man? You have to check what's going on with that. We've not had any issues of bank declining. See gold as well, no top wick here. That's strange how they both open no bottom, no top. Tapping into that 15 now. Right, we're tapping into the 15. See, we can get a reaction. Make a little bit of a top wick. Yo, Harry, where can I get your workout plan? For just $9.99, you can get my full diet and workout plan. No, I'm joking. I don't have a written down workout plan for you guys. Never done it. I guess you can watch my day in the lives and check some of my workouts there. Problem is I don't film all exercises. But you know, workout plans are slightly individual. You know, mine is a little bit DM me for Harry's workout plan, only $500 a pop. Damn bro, worse than the scammers. Let's just say we don't have the best systems here in Jamaica. Yeah, hopefully it can get resolved, bro. Harry's now become gym guy, not a trader guy. No, I like, you know, I like gym, and if I can help people, I'm happy to help them. I think gym is a great place. It's good to keep fit. Plan another competition? No. Should we enter gold after a 15-minute close? That would be your confirmation. Yes, it would be your confirmation. It's pushing without us. No top wick, no close, nothing. You know, and this is not a move that you're missing because it doesn't follow any plan. There's literally, you have to FOMO into this to get in right now. And within the next 11 minutes, you could be wrong. This flips up, makes a top wick, and you're going to, you're gonna regret it, right? Whereas if I enter a trade that follows my plan and I have my entry criteria, then I'm not going to regret it if it goes to SL because it's my plan and that's my only job I can do here. That's the only thing I can do when I come to the market, is to follow my plan. That's it. Do you have a spreadsheet with the trades taken live on stream? Yeah, just type exclamation spreadsheet in YouTube chat. It'll pop up for you. If you're in the free Discord, it's also in there, right? If you just go to free Discord, go to resources, you'll be able to find it, right? It's this one right here. Where is it? Stream journal, this one here. Looks like this, just so you know you have the right one. All the trades taken, the link to the video of the trade, the trading view, of course, and yeah, and that's it. Look at Dixie. I don't cross-check against Dixie when I'm trading gold. If I look at Dixie, I look at higher time frame. I mean, look, gold is going down and Dixie is going down, so this is why it's not good lower time frame. But stuff like this, I mean, yeah, if we look at higher time frame, Dixie is at a support tier. So if we can bounce from the support, should send gold a little bit bearish, right? If we break through the support, then gold is continuing bullish from here. Let's see what Mr. GJ is doing right now. Has it made a bottom wick? It's close. Would be great to see it make a bottom wick. It's not too far off from doing it. Get a bit of sellers in the market to give us the bottom wick. It's only 2 pips. We're not asking for much. Not asking for much. Do you trade crypto? No. The reason not is because if you sign up on WAP, you get all access to all of my content, right? So I want to make sure that you have that. Nice glass of water. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you. Glad you like my glass of water. What's your prediction in the next 24 hours? Okay, I'm going to give you the most accurate prediction that there is on YouTube. The GBP in the next 24 hours will go up, it will go down, and it will go sideways. 100% win rate on that, by the way. I'm already correct. That's how good it is. It's so good that I'm already correct. On which time frame? Sorry, you have to pay $5.99 per month to gain that information. Lol, MK. Out of nowhere, man comes and says this. You read my mind? What supplement do you have to boost your bodybuilding? You know, just basic stuff. Trend, Test, Danabol, Winstrol. All that stuff, you know. No, I'm joking, I'm joking. MK. Nah, bro, just... Yeah, chicken, rice... Food, man, just food. In terms of supplementation, I have protein powder, you know, normal stuff, just to help me get a protein intake. Also tastes good. And then creatine, I take creatine. I like it. I don't think you're kidding. I am. And then creatine, man, you know, that's good for brain function as well, creatine. So I take that. And then just, you know, some vitamins, vitamin D, stuff like that, you know, just keep on top of that. Side effects of creatine? Nothing, bro. There's more, you're more likelihood, it's more dangerous to have protein powder than it is to have creatine, because creatine is more researched than protein powder. You know what I mean? I started following your stream now. I'm profitable trader since last month. Thanks, sir. All credit goes to you, my boss. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. All credit goes to you, man. I just guided, but you put in the work. So, you know, well done. Yo, bro. It's just, creatine gives you a little bit extra strength. Not strength, it gives you actually more endurance if you really look at what it does. It holds more water in the muscle, you know, which is a little bit after some time. Also, it has good effects on the brain. Remember, creatine is found in beef, right? So yeah. Harry, which car will you buy next? Not sure, man. Not sure. Looking. Not sure. Thinking of changing, but I'm not sure what to change to. Not sure to wait a little bit more. buy something better, or just get something in the meantime for fun. Not sure. Hi, I started taking mass gainer, stuck at 75 kg. Please don't take mass gainer. It's really bad. It's full of refined sugars and stuff like this, you know. Don't take mass gainer. Just eat more food, you know. I'm in Germany. Tell me what car. I'll tell you off stream. Your videos make me more profitable. Thank you, thank you. Creatine is fake gains. Creatine is not to make you gain. Creatine is to maybe help you try get that one extra rep. Right? It's not supposed to change your look. It's supposed to just help you. Right? Remember, you're not taking creatine to look bigger. You're taking creatine to do what? To maybe help you get that one extra rep. And if you can get that one extra rep, that will help you over time to gain muscle, right? Because if you're getting stronger with reps, you're getting, well, in theory, bigger. It doesn't always work like that, but it's a high chance. You seem like a Turbo S kind of guy. You're not far off, bro. You're not far off. It's a good guess. It's a good guess. Fuck this picture, bro. Most at least don't get one with Adobe stock on it and everything. Man went in Google and typed. Creatine, BCA, and fish oil. Fish oil is great. BCAAs are useless, but fish oil is great. No need to waste your money on BCAAs. Gold is melting, yeah. GJ, come on, do it, GJ. Make the bottom wick now. Come on. Gold is melted, yeah, but we've just had no way to get into this, man. It's very unfortunate. No top wick on the 1 hour. Would have been nice if we could have got a way to get into this, but we haven't missed anything. I get the RS3. I have the car above the RS3. I don't like the RS3. It's too small. Too small. Yeah, even 5-minute close, boys. Even 5-minute close, not working, man. You know, you're in drawdown now. 5-minute close push through. So even if you forced it, the biggest force you would have done, you would have not been able to get in. And this is, I'm talking about full force. This is the best comment. Good morning. I already saw your stream recently, but I did not find out what exactly is your plan. I see prices moving, and you are waiting and waiting. But what for? I don't get it. Sorry, bro. Sorry. I'm so sorry for your concern. Please speak to my support team. They'll be able to help you. We have 24-hour support. Just make a ticket, and they'll be able to help you with your concern. We appreciate you joining our stream, and we hope you have a pleasant experience. Thank you for joining the Tradesharpe experience. Best comment of the day. Dirty 30? Yeah, we can have a look at Dirty 30 in a bit. Let me explain to him though. First thing is, I would recommend you always watch the beginning of the stream. If you show up late, rewind it, because I do my analysis and say my plan. Second thing is, let's take the two pairs that we're trading, gold and GJ. The plan for gold today was to look for buys above here, and sells were going to make sense below here. But my entry confirmation, to have high probabilities in trading, we need to have entry confirmation. Now the entry confirmation for this is going to be what? Is going to be a close below the range, right? So we need something closing below the range here. If candle's going to open no top wick, right? Which means that there's no there's no top wick, it can flip anytime and you can lose the trade, then we need to wait for that to have higher probabilities, because this is a game of probabilities and statistics. Now the second entry confirmation is a close below the range. Nothing closed, we can't enter. Now the plan for GJ is for something to close above the range, right? Have you noticed a little trend that we're building here? The trend that we're building is we have waiting for closures. So now if we can get a candle closing above the range, that is going to give us confirmation to take buys, and that's the plan. And even there, I can even type for you, just for you today, one-time offer, take it or leave it. Buys above here, one-time offer. There we go. Actually, we'll change this because that won't even make sense, because if it starts pushing through, I'm still gonna get hate. 5 on closes above. That's pretty clear. Yeah, GJ did make its bottom wick. Shame about gold here. It would be nice to get a little sneaky little close there. Would have been good. Volume was present. Five-minute close below and gave wick. You could have entered using same rules. No, you're wrong, because look at the range you're playing with, man. You literally wanted to take this sells from all the way up here. Now you're playing with a range that is much smaller, right? You're playing with only a 14 pip range, and you don't know that this volume is going to come. This is just something like this. This is just bad, especially with 30 pip stop loss, right? Took break of 4-hour low at 4-hour stops. Yeah, that's a different position. I think that's the only way you could have taken it, but again, you're putting safer stops here, so you have more room, right? All right, man, you're immature. Focus on trading. Relax, relax, brother. Having some fun while we wait. What age is the RSQ3? It's 2022. 2022 or 23? I think late 2022. Yeah, it's 2022. Wait. Yes, yes, it is, it is. Yeah. Didn't take long for alarm to pop out. At least we have a bottom wick now. Bottom wick is present, which is always good. What do you think of what do you think to strat Instagram theme pages for cash flow for trading? What do you mean by Instagram theme pages? Trend GG 0.1. If I wanted to go gold, should I go 0.5? Depends, because you could even go on GJ bigger, right? It depends. You need to have a risk limit. So let's say your account is $100, you should be risking, well, 1% of that is going to be $1, sorry. So you should be risking, if we're using proper risk man, obviously a smaller account, no problem to risk 5%. $5 is not going to change your life, hopefully. So you'd need to calculate based on that. 0.1? No, it's not, because what if you had a 100 pip stop loss with a 0.1 lot? A 0.1 lot with a 100 pip stop loss is $100. I can show you how to use, and I'll show the rest of YouTube how to use a lot size calculator. You can use the one on my FX book. See this one here, very simple. Put in your account size, so whatever pair you're trading, let's say we're trading GJ, right? And you get, yeah, exactly. You can have a lot size for the stop. So you just put in the pair, the currency of your account. It's very straightforward. Let's take gold here because I can see it. XAU USD, right? Let's say our account size $1,000. Let's say we want to be risking 3%, and our stop loss today is 35 pips, right? Calculate, and boom, you should be using a 0.86 lot. Actually, that's wrong. Let's see, 3% of $1,000. 35 pip stop loss is not a 0.86 lot. That's impossible. Swap it with money, 30 USD. No, that's wrong. Yeah, this number, I think you need to change it to 0.1. Yeah, there you go. That's correct. There you go. This is correct. Change this to 0.1. Okay, that's the trick. That's why it's not working. Change this to 1. Yeah, just do that. Gold is bleeding. Yeah, it is bleeding. What are you gonna do about it? Huh? What are you gonna do about it? Tell me. Or put 350 instead of 35? Yes, you can do that as well. Trash maths? No, we got it. We just remove this to 0.1. Just make this 0.1, or like they said, keep it stock and make this 350 as well. That will work as well. It's in points. They should say that's not pips, that's points. So that's their mistake there. They need to code this a little bit better. Harry, did Porsche give you allocation? No. It's very hard to get allocation, man. Guess you just have to pay resale price. Grab your balls and pay resale price. Here a sec, guys. Go to it. Come back. Looks like Conor against Khabib. Yeah, that would be an interesting. That'll go crazy. Damn, look at this bleed here. Very nice. Definitely analysis was on point. Below the zone made sense. Just needed an entry. Any 5 thunder? Guess this, but this was rejecting. Full TB? Yeah, bro. That's on 4 hour. That's perfect. Next sells would be below here, but you want to see some sort of resistance first. Some sort of resistance first is going to be important. At least on 5 minimum, some sort of resistance. How's GJ doing? He's trying to create some sort of structure, which is good. Structure is always good. Selling below yellow line. Not after this push without any some sort of resistance or something. That's just FOMO. Your plan was to sell all the way up from here. It's pushed from that point. 65 pips. Oh, talking about GJ? Yellow line? No. That's daily flip. That's just the daily flip. It's not really too bearish just yet on GG. I guess a 1 hour close back below the range, 300 here. That would start to make sense if you're looking for that counter trend play. How does daily line flip work? It's just to know where the daily flips, right? Ain't mixed bias on GJ? Yes, but you don't want to sell from where you're looking to buy, right? Remember that rule? I keep telling you guys that. Just because it doesn't close above here, you don't just suddenly say, okay, I'm taking sells right from where it didn't close above. Because now in 51 seconds, it might close above and then you have setup 1 going. With structure and breakout structure, yeah, but that's a little bit more development, right? It's not just like directly selling on that. That I can agree with. $30-minute close this one, right? How is it close 30-minute? Still below everything. Makes it hard to get in. Makes it hard to get in. No bottom wick here on the 30-minute as well. Do expect it to make one. Same as the last candle. Remember the last 1 hour had no bottom wick. Gold is still melting here, like no tomorrow. I need some sort of 5 structure, because even if you guys sell from down here, now you're playing with heavy stop loss. You're playing with 58 pip stop loss for a 17 pip target. It's not really the way I like to trade. It is possible, but it's not the way I like to trade. So I personally would want to run a smaller stop loss, wait for structure for smaller stop loss, and then look to continue the move. I mean, if you're happy with, you know, 50 pip stop loss for 17 pips, then yeah, 55 pips, I guess. I guess you can squeeze 20 out of here, max 30. It's not that bad. Setup 3 would work here. Hope you guys didn't do anything stupid yesterday, and hope you all had a good weekend. Appreciate you guys showing up to the stream. If you can leave a like, I told you, goal is to get the stream to 900 viewers. If we can get to 900 viewers, we're gonna do the giveaway. So let's try do that end of month. Why not? So do the YouTube business. How did the giveaway work? I'll probably do it in Discord, right? Because that's the fairest way. Fairest way is to do it in Discord. So I'm gonna give away spots to the exclusive group. I'll see if I want to give away anything. What's the giveaway? A bucket of Dubai sand? If you would like, yeah, we could organize that. It's not going to be very useful to your trading, a bucket of Dubai sand. That's why maybe you might want to take up the free, you know, position in the group if you can win it. I think that will be more useful than a bucket of sand. Bucket of KFC works. Yeah, I'll be happy to sponsor that. Pretty cheap from my side. Any words on potential intervention by today? It's possible, but I'm not sure just yet. I don't really think they care that much anymore, but I do think we are in intervention territory, but it's not... They're not saying anything that we, you know... What language is most spoken in Dubai? I would say if you're going around, it's going to be English. But realistically, if you're looking at what language is being spoken the most, it's probably going to be Hindi. Hindi and Urdu. Because of the population here. So they're speaking it between themselves. But they also do speak English. What means no bottom wick? It means that there's no bottom wick, like just now. So there's no bottom wick on this candle, which means there's no wick towards the downside. There's a high chance that we could make what? We could make a bottom wick. Right? And that's exactly what we're doing right now, is we're making a bottom wick. Now people in chat asking if I speak Hindi. Mera thoda malum. That's it. Why not Arabic? Population is not that big of Arabs. Arabic is, yeah, it's definitely a language that's on the top. It being an Arab country, but actually, you know, there's not the most biggest population of Arabs here, especially locals. Was reading last night that they may be less inclined to intervene the way they did last time, as royally pissed the US. Yes, they warned Bank of Japan against doing, especially when rates are in steady climb and not spike. Exactly. But look what the data came back, right? We saw rates have been screwed for them. It didn't climb. It's 1.8. But yes, it's true. It's true. They're not inclined for them to do it. That's what when I keep telling you guys that USA puts pressure on Bank of Japan to hold dollars. What's gold doing? Looks like it's bouncing. Is it bouncing? Yeah. This is why. Look. Oh wow, that's nasty. Look how nasty that is, right, guys? Triggered everyone in. All FOMO sellers. All FOMO sellers took a break of low, and now they're sitting in fun drawdown here. Yes, I sold gold in FOMO, and now I have to pray that this thing rejects. 29 pip drawdown. Fun. Actually, now they're looking okay. But if they waited for this 5 minute to maybe close bearish, they'll have a lot more confirmation for their sells. Your trading style is a true definition of the wicks do the damage, the bodies tell the story. Yeah, I like that, man. That's a good saying. I like that. Harry, do you use position size EE calculated size by percentage of your account? It's useful. Yeah, that would be a good tool. But from all of my, experience, I would say I've just learned how to calculate lot size based on pips. For me, it's not something too difficult to calculate lot size. But I do agree with it. Good for setup one. It would not this current one. No, we would have to wait. Maybe it would be, maybe we would have to see this close bullish the next one. Yeah, gold is reacting off this previous level of support from back here. That's what it just reacted off, this 15 here. Now, some people will call it fair value gap. Some people will call it some sort of volume zone. It's all the same, right? Just different ways of looking at it. You can look at price action. It's a support. Trading, what else? Trading smart money, fair value gap. Trading volume profile, some sort of, as someone mentioned in chat, point of control, right? So no matter what you trade, it's all the same. I was actually hoping we could actually close above here. That was looking juicy. I trade POC in crypto. It works like a charm. Yeah, about maybe 4 years ago when I was trading crypto, I looked at volume profile. Volume profile is great in crypto because it's hard to know. Crypto is a very illiquid market. Like when volume comes, you do know about it. You know what I mean? Alright, I bought gold at 23.50. Should I hold it or just let it go? I did not use SL this time. Well, that's your biggest mistake. You are gambling. You are a gambler and you've made a big mistake by not using an SL. Because how am I supposed to give you advice on something that doesn't have a plan? Every single time I take a trade, I have a plan. I know where I'm wrong. I know when I'm right. That's it. I never try hold my trade longer than it should be. Right? That's how it works. I know exactly, and that's why you have to be able to accept a loss, guys. It's normal to lose in this market. We have to normalize losses. Normalize, especially if you're a risk to reward trader and you're trading higher risk to reward, get used to it. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100%. 100% You're not going break even. You're just trying to catch your risk to reward. So get used to not always hitting your trade, but the time it hits, it pays more. Same as us scalpers. The time it hits, we hit, but we don't lose as often, right? We don't lose as often. That's the key, right? And you can see statistics on losses. You guys still get shocked when we take a loss, and it's very normal, right? When's the last loss? Last loss was second here, 2nd of this month. The rest is wins. I would say this one you can count as maybe a minor one, as it was pretty hard to get out exactly as where I got out. But I'm keeping it as what I did with my own account. Bro, gym fees in Dubai, that's up to you. Depends what type of gym you want to go. You can go extremely cheap gym. Higher class gyms are going to range. I mean, you could get a cheap gym for like $25 a month, no problem. You know, you can get most gyms are going to set you back around $150 a month. My gym is around $200 a month, $250. It's actually $280, but I don't pay that much. If you were to take it monthly, you'd pay $280, but I pay for a year and I've been there for a long time, so I don't pay as much as that. Would you consider sell this current candle flips if this current candle was to flip? I mean, it's not crazy. It's not crazy. I don't like this rejection we've had on 5. I'd prefer to see some sort of 5-minute candle closing below here to get the continuation of sells. The flip and re-break of the low is the aggressive option. The 5-minute close below here, you'll have slightly more confirmation, but I just don't like. This is London session. We've had already a 60 pip push. For me, it's a bit asking for a lot for London to finish another 18 pip move here. It's an option for sure, but I think it's definitely a riskier option. I mean, let's say you got a 5 close below here, you'd run about 34 pip stops. First target is 15 pips. Second target you get 1 to 1. Don't know if we can expect, Harry, can you tell me an online side hustle for cash flow? I'm going to tell you a harsh reality. People say it's very easy to make money online. Having an online, is definitely a good way to make money, but it's not easy. It takes a lot of time. There's no quick way to make money online these days because everyone is online, and you really need to stand out and build something that is sustainable, which takes time. So I would say that it's actually harder to sell online because you need to find ways to reach to people, and finding reach these days is virtually, it's not impossible, it's definitely very possible, but it's really hard. So many people have accounts that they're trying to build, and just no one follows them and stuff like that, because of the saturation. Whereas, if you meet someone face to face, offer to do professional detailing to their car, you're probably going to get better money as a side income than to try something online while working on your online project. But I don't think for at least the first year it's gonna pay you anything decent. I mean, for me, when I started my online journey, I didn't sell any product for 2 years. Like literally for 2 years, you could not buy anything from me, just because I'm focusing on my, my own trading. Just like OnlyFans, who's competition online better in person? Yeah, but you pay more, Claudia, in person. You pay more. All right, some really nice structure here. This would be great if we get the next 15-minute closing above, which would also be the 1 hour. What was my first business? Well, my first side hustle was reselling shoes, right? I used to resell shoes before it became super popular. But yeah, I was reselling shoes. That was my first side hustle. That was actually really lucrative. I'm so surprised how much money I made doing that. It was pretty good, especially when you have contacts. And then after that, I opened a light business, right? That was like one of my first business, opening a light business. That was not very, that didn't make any money. That didn't make any money. That was break even. So that was really tough. Close that down. And then, I mean, crypto doesn't count as business, but crypto was very lucrative for me. That's why I made a lot of my money was in crypto. If trading doesn't work out, I'll buy a wig and start only. Just sell feed pics, man. No one has to even see your wig. Lawn mowing is a good side hustle. It's not bad, man. It's not bad for sure. Harry the Wonder Kid, his first business was profitable and then kindergarten started. My first business was profitable, my second business failed. And and you know what? My second business was an online business, right? Selling lights, failed. But my first business, which was person to person, which I was lucky, I had a friend whose family was into fashion, so it was quite easy to build an audience through him. Not build an audience, but sell through contacts. So I guess that helps a lot. Also, there was like a lot of reselling groups. Like, it was really hard to get these shoes and people were super quick to snap them up, you know. What role does luck play both in business or trading? Yeah, this is a very question that I've even asked myself. It's weird though. It's very, very weird because it does play a role, but then I think it's all a zero-sum game if you think about it. Because what I mean by a zero-sum game is that, let's say you get lucky and you grow really quickly or make a shit ton of money in trading. You probably haven't learned enough skill. Let's focus on trading. If you get really lucky and make shit ton of money, you're probably going to lose it because you are not ready for that money. Same thing in business. If you suddenly, let's say 2 years ago, I opened my private group and suddenly 1,200 members came in that group. I'll be like, oh crap, but I wouldn't be able to handle it. I wouldn't know how to do customer service. I wouldn't know who to hire for customer service. I wouldn't have a team like I have today. I wouldn't have all of my designers, social media, all of this stuff. So it would probably collapse and then I would ruin my brand. Until now, people were saying, oh, I joined his group, it was shit. He never did anything, blah, 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 blah. And that's it. Right? So I would lose out on that and it would impact me now long term. I would have to rebuild. Let's say you just keep consistent every single day, doing the same shit every single day. At some point, your consistency brings luck. And that's the main consensus, is that from doing something again and again and again, you have probabilities of striking gold, right? So that's what brings luck, right? So luck is, I would say, a role, but luck is earned. It's not, it doesn't just happen. Miracles don't happen, it's earned. So it's just a matter of time. Some people, it might take a month. Some people might take a year, you know, but it's all in your time, and your time is going to be when you're ready to handle something. And if something is thrown to you in life that you're not ready to handle, it's thrown to you in life to make you a better person than you were. What about the lottery? Go read stories about the lottery. Most people lose all of the money who win the lottery, and they're back to being broke. There's a higher percentage of people who are back to being broke because family gets involved, everyone gets involved, right? You win the lottery, your cousin's asking for money, you buy a house, you remember, you don't have a skill, you don't have cash flow. Cash flow is king. Cash flow is king, not just instant money. So even if you get really rich really quick in trading, it's not going to last that long. $1 million, because your lifestyle is going to drastically increase. If you make a shit ton of money while, let's say, in a short amount of time, your lifestyle is going to increase. And I'll tell you something that is the worst thing. It sucks to be broke, but it sucks even more to have money and then go to being broke. That is even worse because you got a taste of what it's like and you probably send yourself into depression. It's a whole downward spiral. that goes very, very, very bad. You know, so that's what people have to understand. Because cash flow will be king, right? It doesn't matter. Be rich for 1 year, but what about 5 years? You know, you have mouths to feed, families to sustain, generation to, you know, to build. A lot of people are happier when they lose their lottery winnings. Yeah, because they're slightly mental. Right? After they lose all of that, their psychology is not to where it was before, you know? I'm telling you guys, trust me. Money only solves money problems, really. It's not the end all be all. If you're gonna be someone who earns a lot of money, you're gonna have a lot of responsibilities. Those responsibilities are gonna take away from your freedom. So there's a fine balance, you know, there's a fine balance. You know, like, trust me on this, I can promise you that. Need more water? Don't worry, bro. I have water here. I'm blessed. Have water, stock. Don't worry. Right? It's a blessing to have water even, right? People don't. Imagine we're sitting here, you have in front of you, imagine this. Look how sorrow people are, right? Look how bad of position people are in life. There are people in this world, there are kids being hurt and being killed every day with what's going on in the Middle East, okay? There are people without water, right? There are people, and we have the opportunity to better ourselves every day, but people still come into a stream and complain that it's their fault they're not better, but they blame it on people like me. Can you imagine? Shit, man. Pisses me off. They come here and hate because that's how they have nothing in this world. They come here and hate. You make one mistake, they hate when they don't know what's going on. They should be so grateful for everything. Everyone should. And that's the best way to live life, you know? Right? You feel so fulfilled because it's your self-achievement. But no, they come in here and they do this. Man, why is GJ stalled here? Can we please push it into second gear? I love your rants. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, it's fun. It's just facts. I'm not right, and you can read this. I come from literally nothing, no money in my family, nothing. I'm the only one who will bring them out of it by working hard. Yeah, that's facts, man. You make a change. It's the same for even my parents. Even my mother. I think for gold, you need a 15-minute candle closing below. Will be the 1-hour candle close as well. I just don't like. We've had a massive push down, guys. You know, it really feels like chasing lows here. Really feels like chasing lows. I rather GJ because GJ hasn't moved already today. So I rather see GJ close above here in 5 minutes. And then, you know, that would be more higher probability because we haven't seen a move on GJ. Especially when it can react at any time with the trend. Yeah. I mean, if we look at probabilities here, man, there's a higher probability we come and test the previous 4-hour support, right? Because that's where the retest zone is. But at the same time here, you know you're going to be trading definitely a negative risk to reward on this, and you have to accept that. And now, on top of that, right, you have here your stop loss 33 pips for like a 16 pip target. And on top of that, you know, you're selling after one of the biggest pushes, you know, we've had, you know, in London. So it doesn't feel good, you know. I'm afraid the dollar will collapse because the gold dollar bondage broke. I mean, at the end of the day, uh, all currencies will collapse at some point, but it's going to be gradual. It's going to be gradual. What about buying gold on the flip? It's not crazy. It's not crazy, but I'd prefer to do that from something like a 4-hour support. But no, it's not crazy. You're not out your mind. I'd prefer to see, if we're gonna buy gold right now, I'd prefer to see this grab liquidity from the lows and then close above this 15-minute. That's what I'd prefer to see. Sharp, why do I feel like the market works against me? Because it does. It does. Markets are always against you. Of course they're against you. It's not an easy thing, the markets here. Psychology, we're playing with some of the big money makers in the world here, right? The markets, we're playing with currencies. We're making dollars. We're making money from the one thing that is basically the biggest scam in history, which is money, which is basically being printed. So we're making money from the core, you know? So we have to understand, you know? But in terms of you getting profitable, that's going to come down to just a strategy, man. So markets won't work against you unless you allow them to. For me, I know the markets can go against me, but understand that at the same time, I have probabilities of the markets going with me. Because you can go and see, right? Markets went against me here, they went against me here, they went against me here, they went against me here. There's times I take losses where they go against me, but I don't fight that. What I do is I focus on following my plan, and I know after that, you know, compile that time after time, there's a higher chance I should do what? I should be okay, right? I should have more wins than losses. So it's about following a strategy, backtesting that, and backtesting it as practice so that you can build confidence to identify the setups in real life. If you're just blindly every day coming into the market trying to make things happen, they're going to be against you. If you come into the market with very clear plan, clear focus, and also you've seen it happen time and time again, right? This is why a big portion of my beginning of my journey was spent backtesting. It's not only to prove the strategy works. You guys don't have to do that because people are giving you the strategies. I'm here teaching you how to trade like me. At the end of the day, all you have to do is go practice that and just prove to yourself that it works, and you can see it the same as I'm seeing it. It doesn't have to be exactly the same. That's the beauty of price action, but it has to be somewhat, right? I wonder if gold is worth it here as a scalp. I don't think so. Maybe aggressive break even. Feels very formal. We do have 15-minute structure though. We do have 15-minute structure. We've not. It's also the 1 hour close. We have 15-minute structure. 1 hour close, 15-minute structure. Makes a strong wick. Yeah, that will give more confidence as well. 15-minute structure, 5-minute structure is there as well. Maybe an interesting one. You definitely need a strong wick here, that's for sure. Definitely need some sort of strong wick. I'd say stronger than that, right? Since it's a 1 hour. Not a bad top wick here forming. Yeah, I like this top wick. I'm gonna try this on the flip here, break of low. Break even at this spot here, see if I can just get a little scalp going here. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take it, stop loss is gonna go above the 15-minute candle high, basically where we're retesting right now. So since we've made this nice top wick here, if we can flip and break the low, I'll be interested in it. Let's see. So we also closed below this small resistance on the left here. It is clean candles, very good bottom wick. I'm afraid of 1 hour making a top wick for previous. After this much and structure, I mean, definitely it is a worry, but I don't think that if I'm looking at the way I've traded, I've not seen it happen. If the top wick was somewhere here, then yeah, but to be 60-70 pips away, then no. Especially that we wait for this top wick here. I don't see it needing to do this now, make this type of wick here, then reflip, right? Like imagine now it reflips, breaks the low. Do we expect it again to reflip? That's very unlikely, and if it does happen, then we have to just accept that loss, because you know it's a small probability chance there. GJ rising, B previous 4 hour support, yeah. Definitely needing big top wick was the key to this trade for sure. I would not have entered it open ripped. I'll just say that's not my plan. People would have hated me for it, but now they understand why, right? They understand why the importance of waiting for top wick is. GJ I think is pushing here. Yeah, it's trying, man. If we can survive 11 minutes would be great here. Remember, 1 hour candle close back inside the range, bearish. Very key, guys, very key. 1 hour close back inside the range, bearish. So don't be fooled. If this is one liquidity grab to the highs and this flips here, that will be very nasty for any early buyers. So that's why minimum we need a close above here. A close above here will be good. Give us the confirmation. We can take a break of high. Very, very simple. I'm selling GJ if it breaks low. Alright, good luck. Not for me, that one. Not for me, not enough structure. Would you go half risk on gold since it's London? No, that's not really the case anymore. I mean, you can since we pushed heavy, but it's been a good month. I'm not too worried about losing 1% here. I'm not too worried. But let's say you want to preserve for the end of the month. It's not a crazy idea. We are approaching the end of the month, so it's not a crazy idea to preserve end of month. Go half risk. If you lose it, it's not going to change much. And if you win it, it's going to add a nice little small percentage to you. So it's not really the worst thing, right? could be like a fake out if it ends up sustaining. Previous 5 close doesn't bother you? No, because it's a 5. It would actually be nice if then the next 5 closes back in the range. It acts like a setup 4 but on the 5. If you think about it like that. Especially because my entry is not close to that. If my entry was close to that, I'm worried, but we're pretty far from that, right? We're about 20 pips from entry. Just drop by for the support here, but I'm like seeing other people trade. Good luck, Harry. I'm an NQ guy, Forex School. Thanks, brother. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate you showing up. Where would TP be for GJ? I think you'd have to target whatever you can really get, to be honest. Like you can't be greedy at these times because we're at these really experimental highs. So obviously a sensible TP will be the wick here. That is going to be a cent, which is only 10 pips away, right? We have to watch 22,500. Yes, so of course we have to watch that, see what's up at that zone. So just a key level here. But we never seem to care about it here. So if we're using that information, we should be fine, but who knows? But that's why I left it on the chart. We can watch it. Gold, 1 hour close below. There was also setup 3. Well, the 1 hour closed after the setup 3. This is the 1 hour close. Now we're looking at entering after the 1 hour close, not before. This setup 3 was bad because it was sitting at support after such a big push here. It's London session. You missed out on a big move. Wait for more confirmation. Remember we talked about that, man? Waiting for structure and then waiting for the close with structure and then entry break of low or high. We talked about that. Same thing you did last time. Remember? Now you tried it on 5 minutes. You waited for structure on 5. You took it again too early. Same thing. Big push happened. You have to wait. My problem is missing a trade and fear of entering a trade is see the streams from you and NY. Do you think the streams affect me negatively only following them? Yes, it will. If you don't understand the position. I mean, the streams will bring you confidence to take positions. But if you're blindly entering without understanding anything, not managing risk, it's going to affect you very heavily, right? Especially if you're not managing risk and understanding what's going on, right? Because then you're just gambling. You don't know what's happening. Five closure above the range. Yeah, it did close. Still not enough. We could just reject from here. Our entry is still far away. It has to, if it's going to go up, it will respect this support. It shouldn't break these lows. You change stops to wick high now? Yeah, that'll have to be my stop loss now. Harry, would you need a bottom wick if GJ closes above? Yeah, every single close above my zone, I do need some form of a bottom wick. With probably 2 minutes left here, I'm probably going to just wait for the 15-minute close anyways before entering. So, yeah, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to delete my sell order here and just wait for 15-minute close. It's less than 2 minutes, right? Less than 2 minutes. So I don't want to get suddenly some random wick comes in here, wicks me in and then pops up, you know? That'd be crap. I'm still interested in GJ though. Let's see what GJ is doing. Yeah, maybe it can close above here in 1 minute if we're fortunate enough to get some juice. Hopefully we can close above here in 1 minute. Let's see if it's possible. So yeah, gold did not trigger, right? Gold did not trigger. GJ, last 1 minute here has to do some business. Generally speaking, how do you enter setup 4 with such a top wick? I don't, I leave it because that's tap target, right? This is tap target, look. That's your first TP. This here, it's tapped it. So you don't enter that. It's taken your zone already. Right, GJ closed below. How's gold doing? Gold is now kind of consolidating right now. I probably need a 5-minute candle close below here to take sells on gold. Because we closed bullish on the 15 here, right? We closed bullish on the 15 back inside the range. We technically also did close back above this support here. You know, so I do need something. I mean, aggressive will be breaking the low, but what's for sure is if I do go in breaking the low, I'm going half risk on that now. Because look, we've closed bullish, right? With 5 stops, then the RR isn't going to be good. Yeah, but it's all we're dealing with. We'd have to use it to try to get to it. It's not going to be that bad. Kind of have to just accept it, otherwise there's no options. Then your other option is not to trade. You just don't take any option and you just sit and wait for a better position. But I don't mind giving it a shot. Shame about GJ, that was looking like it was setting up quite nicely actually. Yeah, so GJ no close above here. We still have the 30-minute close here. 30-minute might do it. Let me go to the bathroom and come back. So after the move happens, other than 15-minute pullback, what other confirmation can you look for? That's about it, man. Have to wait for pullbacks. Move has happened. You said it in the first sentence of your statement, right? First statement of your sentence is you've said it. You've said the main part of what's happened, right? That it's already happened. So you can't change that. So you have to wait for a next setup, right? Not force anything. You can always go back and look at, okay, how could I have been involved in this move? And if there was no way to be involved in this move, like, don't force ways to be involved, right? Don't just, you know, start making up things. Then you haven't missed anything, right? You're just waiting for the next setup that follows a plan. And that's it. But that first 15 bullish after pull, was that not the pullback? Yes, but you never got break of lows, or you didn't get something closing below. We got something close below when we were about to enter. We had sell stops ready, right? You saw the stream, right? You're here, active, engaging, concentrating. And if you were concentrating, you'll see that we were ready to take sells, break of low. Never broke low. We waited for top wick. 15 ended up closing bullish, no entry. That's why we have very specific rules to save you from this. Otherwise, if you just entered without confirmation of close and break of low, you would have been stopped out here. Then if you moved your stop loss to this high, you're stopped out again. So you just avoided 2 quick losses. And people won't notice that. They won't say, like, now they're probably thinking in their head, we're not getting in a trade. When's the next trade? But they're not thinking about what the plan, just now, the plan that I followed, my plan avoided 2 potential losses here. Because of probabilities, right? So that's what you need to be concentrating, shifting your mindset to actually what's going on the charts. What about buys on gold if it retests the support again using bearish pushes and LTA? Not crazy, bro. It's not crazy for sure. Especially 30-minute then closing bullish. 4 hour, I would just prefer the 4 hour to make the full retest, but it doesn't have to, I guess. I just really would like it if it made the full retest. It would make a lot more sense. But no, it's not crazy. We're getting a little bit of change of structure, you know. Prefer to see like this 15-minute. I mean, the best place to take buys is going to be above 346 as it's cleaner. But taking buys here is not going to be that crazy. We do have to leave this high though. This high is going to be important. So I rather see, I mean, ideally the perfect scenario would be this 15 closing bullish, next one close bearish, and then break that high. Just so you don't get this. This can happen. Let me show you a time when that's happened. Something like this. I mean, this is not the best scenario, but it is the nearest scenario, right? Where we see price change structure, and this looks even nice because it grabs liquidity, right? We see price grab liquidity like this, right? You're like, okay, fine, break of high should be able to fill that zone, especially with the uptrend, right? What does it do? Boom, it reverses. So that's a scenario when that happens. Let's see another scenario when the big pushes just fail. I mean, this tapped resistance, so you can't really count it, but you can see it normally chops after a big push. Here's almost a scenario, but it failed. Here's a scenario. Yeah, this is a perfect scenario. This is the very similar scenario. Look at this. This is perfect. Here's a good example. This is what we're doing right now. And we have the potential now to close above, right? So if this candle closes above here, you would go break of high. You take a break of high, you'd be triggered, and you're like, okay, good. This thing should be able to retrace this move. You get involved, and then you're like, shit. Then you're fucked, you know? Now, the one thing here is it respected this high. Okay? That's important. So that's why I mentioned to you just now, if you remember, that I want to see it do what? I want to see it get past this high. And especially close is something maybe closing above that. It's just a bit tough because you just don't want to do that. But if you do take it early, that's the only risk you have. GJ's trade is highly to come after stream. Yeah, if GJ closes above after stream, I will take it. You know, that will be the same as what we've done. We took GJ on Friday. The same plan that we waited for since the morning, we took it on Friday. If you go and see Harry's trades, I actually sent you guys a video analysis, nice little video analysis here of the trade we took on Friday. Right, this was Friday's trade. Very simple, man. Same type of breakout formation, but we wanted a higher time frame close here. I sent this in the exclusive group, but it came at NY. It didn't come on stream, right? I can't control what time the market moves, but that was the plan there, right? It's very simple. Structure buys above 1 or 1 hour close. We got the 1 hour close. So we didn't need structure because we got 1 hour close. And then that was the trade. Very, very simple here. Also in rejection wicks, only way to enter is after closure of candle. Yes, remember the 90% of the plan is waiting for close of candle. When have I entered without a close? Does anyone remember the last time I entered without a close? Because I don't. I never enter without a close, and that's the whole reason, is that you're just going to lose. Because how do you predict if that's the one? You have to kind of get lucky, you know? That's why you see all of these big groups, right? You see all of these big groups where everyone in there is a mess. Some people are taking buys, some people are taking sells. That's the difference. If you be careful with these guys marketing Discord groups, because if they have a big group that is not structured, you have people in that group who are taking buys, taking sells, taking without confirmation, and they're winning, and they're posting it saying, look, I won, I won, I won. And the group looks like it's always winning when you have the majority who are just lost. You know, so there's always going to be someone winning because the group is a mess. Whereas with us, I would say 100% of the group is on the same page, and it is made clear to be on the same page. We don't have someone in the group who is, you know, we're looking for buys and they sold exactly at our buys. Unless, and if they do, then they're kind of like, okay, maybe I'm doing something wrong here. If GJ can close above now, this looks pretty sexy, to be honest. We'll have to wait and see. I actually shouldn't have said anything because either one or two things are going to happen. It's not going to close above or it's going to push straight through. You know that. You know that that's happening. It's either going to push straight through or it's not going to close above. That's what's happening right now. Should have kept quiet. Will the bottom wick not make it too big for SLTP? But where is TP, right? This daily wick high is kind of a watch zone, right? We don't really have a TP. We just will trail, you know? And even today, if we notice lack of volume, it's okay to accept negative RR, you know? We don't always have to do it. Of course, we will aim for as much as we can. We don't know what we're in store for, you know? It's just a wick. It's just a last sign of rejection. So we'll just see what happens when it gets there. It might just push through, no problems. What were the causes of your 19 losses? Mostly probabilities. I put notes on my journal if I made a mistake. So if I made a mistake, I put notes here on the corner. I put notes here on the corner. But I'm pretty... I would hope most of the time I'm following my plan. Actually, I would say most of the losses is probably because I take an aggressive entry, but then I'm accepting that loss, so it's not really something too bad. Spread of GJ is nasty. Let me see what I'm running at. Let me see what I'm running at. See how nasty she is. No, it's great. 0.4 pips I have. 0.4 pips. It's pretty normal. I'm at 0.8. Yeah, that's normal. I'm at 0.4, 0.4, 0.2 now. Yeah, pretty normal. Yeah, 0.6. Yeah. To check what's going on with your broker playing games. Come on, GJ. 2 minutes to close. Let's get some juice going here, GJ. Come on. How to check spread on MT5? On your broker, you can do it by right-clicking it. Right? It's probably, Lori Jane, why you probably get these break-evens too quick, right? Because your spread is way higher than most of us. Control plus M. Yes, Control plus M, or you right-click on the pair and add as a column spread. The best way, actually, the quickest way that most of you, if you have MT4 or MT5 on your phone, if you open the app, go to your quotes, and you'll be able to see on your pairs, there's a little number. It looks like this, right? You'll see something that looks like this. I don't know why the logo is like this. That's how the logo looks, and there'll be a little number after that. Like, you know, whatever the number will be. That's how it looks, you know, like 6 or whatever. 6 doesn't mean 6 pip spread, it means 0.6. 10 means 1 pip spread. How to check spread on MT5? The way I just explained. Oh man, shit closed below. Damn. This is going to Chopstick City, this. What's gold doing? I think gold even closed below, guys, yeah? Oof. Barely close above, but still respecting this high. I need to see something close above the high. Where with TP? You would use momentum. We don't really have a TP. We have only watch zones. I'd be watching 500 and I'd be watching 560. Those two zones. That's what I'd be watching. Yesterday, price action on gold was better. Yesterday, London had nothing happen on gold in London. This was London. It was really boring. New York broke out though. New York was good. Actually, sorry, this range here was London. This consolidation, and then after London came a bit towards the downside here. Did a V-shaped recovery. My GJ spread is 17. Is that huge? It's 1.7 pips. You know, it's 1.7 pips. So it's not the smallest, nor is it the absolute biggest. Damn, straight up ignored my question. Yeah, I did ignore your question because I didn't see it. I didn't see it. So if I ever miss a question, you know what you can do? You can kindly just repaste your question. My GJ spread is 4.0. That's too much, brother. 4 pips is way too much. Way too much. Way too much. What's the confirmation for buys on GJ above, besides above resistance? Just everything. Bullish trend, bullish structure on 4 hour, bullish daily candle close, 1 hour candle still holding a higher low swing structure here. You know? That's how it works. What broker do you use, and do they allow crypto deposit withdrawals? No, they don't allow crypto. I use IC. They don't allow it. Hey bro, tell me, dollar collapse, what will be the impact on gold? We'll see when that happens. It's going to be gradual. It won't happen overnight. We have to see what's set up by then. Are CBDC set up already? All of this stuff, you know. Is crypto more developed? Maybe crypto becomes a thing then, you know, and you see more people layer into. You don't know. That's my point. I see allows crypto now. Okay, then I stand corrected. Seems like they do allow crypto now. So you can that means that everyone can open an IC account. But do you still have to do a KYC with crypto? Yeah, I guess you will have to, yes. Okay, so then they just allow it as deposit. Yeah, they do allow it, but they won't allow, I guess, certain countries. Just because you can deposit in crypto doesn't mean that they allow all countries. No regulated broker to allow Forex gold. You can trade futures gold. It's almost exactly the same, right? You can trade gold futures. You can look at the Forex chart, but trade futures. Hey, I've been watching you last year, just letting you know you helped me a lot when it comes to education, basic knowledge, and market and learning a simple, effective strategy. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you taking the time to write that message. What will you trade when currencies collapse? Whatever there is to trade. I can trade oil, I can trade gold, I can trade crypto, I can trade. There's so much, man. That's why I keep encouraging people to learn price action, because price action you can use on any market. Right? You can use on any market. What time you here? Well, normally I'm end stream by now here, but I was really hoping for GJ to close above the range. You guys know the plan anyways, no matter what time it comes. Yeah, we need to check up on him. I'll send him a DM today, see what he's doing. But yeah, we need to see what's going on with this. Anyways, appreciate you guys showing up to stream. Be sure to leave a like on the stream. You guys know the drill. Definitely does help. Bit of a choppy price action today. Not really doing what. I'm gonna stay for one more 15-minute candle, and then after this 15-minute candle, if nothing happens, I'm gonna bounce, and then we wait for and see if something happens. What's the plan on gold before you go? I'll tell you, but we'll wait for one more 15-minute candle. I'll tell you, but we wait for one more 15-minute candle. Cheers, man. Take care. What do you think about pivot points indicator? Not something personally I've used, so I can't tell you too much about it. How good it is, how good it's not. Can a 4-hour resistance line be higher than a weekly resistance line when marking up the charts? Of course it can, but then you're going to look at the weekly resistance first. Alright, you're going to look at the weekly resistance first before targeting the 4-hour, right? You target weekly, then 4-hour. When do we get a meet and greet in Dubai? When you guys want. I need people. I'm not going to... If you guys... I mean, how many of you guys here in Dubai in chat? Let me know. I'll do a meet and greet soon, like maybe in a couple of weeks, just to say hi. I don't mind. All that wick considers as rejection? At the moment, yes. But if we close above, we close above rejection. I'll fly out? No, I wouldn't fly out just for a meet and greet, man. That's not worth it. We haven't made it to Dubai yet. Soon. How tall are you? I've actually shrunk from squatting heavy. That's my flex for today. No, I don't know. In centimeters, I think I'm 180. 179 or 180. 6 foot, basically. I have to measure. I haven't measured myself in ages. I'll have to see. It's okay to put buy stop. I just don't want to get caught out in something like this again if I put a buy stop. This can happen again. We could keep rejecting here, right? We can keep rejecting and rejecting and rejecting. So I don't want that to happen. So I'm personally just going to stick with my original plan and wait for closures, as that's normally, well, that's my plan. So that's my job to follow that. What whip do you be riding in 2 years? I'm not sure, man. Whatever I fancy. Whatever I fancy. Not really too concentrated on what whip I'll be riding in 2 years. I'm more concentrated of what cash flow I've built in 2 years. That's more important to me. Whip is actually very attainable to get, but you're not gonna be abundant of cash flow, you know. Like I prioritize cash flow and investments before a whip. Otherwise, I could have a supercar right now. I'm not trying to sound, you know, flexy like that, but I chose something else instead, which I think will be more beneficial long term. Then you can buy both, and having both is way better. But you have to just, you know, sit and be a bit patient. What car do you own now? I own an Audi RS. Q3, sorry. That's the model name. BMW XM. I don't like the way they look, but they're pretty cool. But I don't really like the way they look. Gold setup 3, 1 hour, something recently working really good. Nice. Something you've noticed, so it's good. Maybe Mr. GJ is making an attempt here. For the 100th time. I'm not gonna say anything because you guys know what happened if I say something. I think the candle is too small on GJ on the 1 hour. Well, hopefully when we get in, it can become bigger towards the upside. That would be the goal. GJ attempted to break it 20 times, yeah. So for everyone telling me, you don't take a trade, you don't take a trade. What am I supposed to do? I've been literally, the market's not giving me one right now. So you're watching it live in front of me. So please don't give me that BS Okay, because this is a pure example. This is what I mean. Like, otherwise, you know, if I was not here at the charts, this is what I'd do. I'd put an alert right here. That's it. Right here, I'd put an alert like this. Let it trigger my alert, and I go do something. Because now I've been looking at the charts for almost 3 hours, so it's not really. It's come to a point here where you don't really need to analyze anything more, right? You know exactly what's going on. No need to analyze anything. Your follower from Kenya, come and visit, see beautiful animals and eat African foods. I've been to Kenya, bro. I've been to Tanzania and Kenya. Can even speak Swahili. No, I'm joking. Can't speak a few words though. Habari, mazuri, mambo, poa. You see? Come on, bro. Don't play games with me. Do you still get irritated on these nonsense chats? I'm used to it now, man. I'm used to it now. I'm used to it. People can come in here and hate and do whatever they want to do, but you know, I'm still gonna show up. What, Kenya? My godfather used to live in Tanzania, so I went to visit him. He had a lodge there. We went fishing trip. Went on a fishing trip. Mambo Tradesharpe, poa poa sana. You ever been to Mexico? No, I haven't been. Okay, this 15-minute close below. Let's see what gold is doing. Gold as well. Still closing below these wicks here, huh? You need a 5-minute breakout candle here on gold. Gold needs a 5-minute breakout candle. So, understand this, guys. The trades can come after stream. Even if it comes 10 minutes after stream, don't blame me. But I'm not sitting here for another 2 hours. Same plan on GJ, waiting for a close above here. Hopefully we get like a 31-hour close. For gold, we need ideally this 1 hour to close will be better. On top of that, we need a 5-minute candle to break out and close above the range. So that's the plan there, right? That's the plan. For gold sells, you need something closing below the range now. You can move this 15 down to here. Something closing below the range is going to be a lot better. So that's the plan for today, and we just wait for it. So let's see if that happens. And I appreciate everyone showing up to stream. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we get something on stream so you guys can see how we take trades, how I manage it, all of this stuff. But you know the plan. So if you've been listening and paying attention, you're going to take a trade today anyways at some point when it comes, whether it's New York, in a little bit. We just have to wait. So I appreciate everyone showing to stream. Take care, trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace.